Howdy, Possum Patty, surrounded by the soggy bottom bunch and piles of journals. What are you doing, Possum Patty? I just started a list. Oh, I better make it 3 lists. I just started 3 lists, yes. Let me grab one more scrap paper here. Don't want to use the good stuff. Yeah, this is the back of the cover from my paper. Okay. So I'm going to have one list of journals that I finished, and I'm going to make a note of this in one of the journals, maybe the Howard Journal. If you journal about journaling, it's meta journaling. Yes, it's meta journaling. So when I say finished, I mean completely journaled in, like this one. This is the Sunflower Journal. And actually, Rhonda, Junk Journal Diva, made this journal. I think I won it off her channel, but I added an applique on the front. Yes, I made that applique. And finished means that every page is journaled on. Yes, every page has some journaling. So there's journaling and letters and cards and pictures and things that were gifted to me, and there might be some art journaling or sketching or nature journaling or there's something like that in here too. Yes, this is a card here. This is a card from somebody. Yes, that's from Nancy. Oh, trash is in here. Of course, we got lots of trash in here. And look at that. So the last page in this journal, whoops, the last page in this journal, I believe was March 27, 2025. That means I finished it in 25 and I started it in 23, November 23. So that's actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad, no. So that's the Sunflower Journal. So I wrote down the Sunflower Journal is finished. I can do some more flip throughs, yes. I'll do some more flip throughs, but this is one journal that is finished. I have to watch out. Stinky Winky Woos is in here with me. And this was down here. Okay, get it in there. And I believe I finished. She's following me back and forth. The Awesome Possum Journal. And this fabric was gifted to me with the possum on there. And I put all things possum and possum peep in here. Yes, all things possum and possum peep. Fill this up with lots of yumminess. Yes, from possum peeps and just possums in general, right? Nature journaling possum stuff. And the last entrance in here, I'm pretty sure this is 25, although I'm not good at dating things. That's a card from 22, so that doesn't help. Let's see. Oh, July 24. Or did I finish this the year before? No, I thought I finished this year. Right? Because I had to make the big decision on whether to. I didn't date everything. Start a new possum journal or not. Okay, I don't see a date on anything, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, she's playing with the ribbon. That's what she's doing down there. That, yeah, May 2025. May 2025. I have a picture of a possum here. So I did journal in this till 2025. So the Awesome Possum Journal is finished. So that's 2. They may have been in progress for a year or 2, but that's okay. And I believe I'm looking back at my videos here on the computer. I few times I did pull out some journals that started in like 22 or 23, and I was finishing them up for 25. So Awesome Possum Journal, check. Sunflower journal, check. This is going to take more than one video. I got to do more research. But I looked back in a video and yes, I think this was finished this year. The Haunted House Journal. Oh, and this is ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous journal I've ever made. Well, one is much bigger than this, but not chunkier. No, not chunkier. And and it's so heavy. There's a lot of cardboard in here. And this went to, it says Thanksgiving 24, but I thought there was 25 stuff in here, right? That's 24. Oh, let's see. And I think this is 24 too. Flat Stanley at the Peabody Museum. Why did I think I finished this in 25? It would help if I dated everything, yes. Maybe I added stuff to it. Oh, I think, you know what? I think some of these pages, like this one, did I finish this one up in 25? Did I add that butterfly on there in 25? I have to look back at more videos. Why did I write down this was 25? It looks like mostly 24. Okay, we're going to double check on this. We'll double check on this. I might have finished this in 24, not 25. But I'll check on this one. So this one doesn't get a check. Okay, I got to research. I got to research more. But this is my Chunky Monkey Haunted House. Ah, it's so heavy. Look at that. And then I was going to make a list of the journals that I made and or started this year and that are like all put together already. And then a list of the journals that are still in pieces that have to get put together. All right, we have to check on the haunted house. I'll do that. But I believe I finished the rock journal. So this would be three of the big journals. I'm sure I finished this year. Yes, this is March 2025. And this is my rock learning journal, which is super, super fun. Yes. And I've started another one and not done much in it. No. All right. So we're going to check on the haunted house because we're not sure about that. Okay. But we're going to put a check for the rock. All rocks are stardust. All. I'll make it neater later. We're just doing a rough draft right now. All rocks are stardust. Journal. That is check, check, check. Okay, so three big ones, all journaled in, probably on the shelf for 2 or 3 years, but are now finished. Awesome Possum, Sunflower, and All Rocks Are Stardust. Okay, so we got that much. I'm not sure about the other ones. I'll check on those later. Oh, and this one's done too. I made this and finished it. And this is a really fun little red glue book. And red was my color for the year. So this one's done. Red journal. I made it and finished it all in the same year. I know. Amazing. Put it back on the shelf. Where was it? Oh, it was way over here. Okay. All right. What else? And what got me into the mood to do this was there's only a couple pages left in my Mermaid tale journal, and maybe I'll get that done by the end of the year. but not if I keep distracting myself like this. No. I made the love journal. Remember the love journal? And whenever I found something that said love, oh, I'm sorry. Whenever I found something that said love, I was going to pop it in here. Yes, because love takes priority. And I've got in here cinnamon love sugar. Yes, but I found this little card when I was going through stuff and it says love. So I have to make a page for that. It's a priority, so I'll leave it on the table. But right now I have to write all this stuff down so I can put these other journals away. Love. I did this one. Oh, I did this one. Okay. That was one. And this one up here. And I got this out of a sticker book. And this was a fishing brochure. I was going to make a little nature journal out of it, but then I got the owl journal. Oh, that was gifted to me. Ooh, maybe that needs to be another list. So I haven't put much in there yet. Okay. Oh, so we need a list of gifted journals. I guess there's going to be 4 lists. Gifted journals and started in or made, not finished yet. Not finished yet journals. It's like a little journal flip. Instead of flipping through inside the journal, we're flipping all the different journals that I'm thinking about right now. Okay, so we got the love, check. We got the mushroom, check. Oh, I almost forgot about making this one. I had this old Alice in Wonderland little golden book, and I had an Alice in Wonderland notebook, spiral bound, but it had these really cool plasticky page dividers here with the little characters that popped up the top. And I made this really pretty little golden book. And in the center, I kept the original story there. And I do have an old Alice in Wonderland book that I'm going to use when I journal in there. It has black and white pictures, but I want to use the pages and the words and just use it as ephemera. I'm not sure. I think it's just going to be a smash book. It's going to be a cosmic smash. I'm tired of making separate journals for everything. As soon as I finish up some of the ones I've already made, like the Howard journal, things just going to get smashed into there, yes. So I made this one, and I made this one. So this is Alice. So I have the mushroom, the love, and the Alice. Oh, finished journaled in. Oh, I'm going to have a whole bunch of categories. Made, finished journaled in, started, finished making. How can I keep all this tracked? I don't. I don't. Every once in a while, I just take a survey. That's all. I just take a survey. So the owl journal I started, and that was gifted to me. Owl Nature Journal. This will make more sense probably when I do a page in Howard. But today I'm just showing you all this stuff. Yes. Finished journaled in, started or made. Oh, my dragon. I finished my cross stitch and I put fabric on the inside and I put a signature in there. I got one big signature in there. So this is ready to go. And this will probably be another cosmic smash. Memory keeping, daily journaling, art journaling, nature journaling, whatever kind of journaling. Magical journaling, fairy journaling, dragon journaling, unicorn journaling. All right, so this is another one. Put on the top shelf the Dragon Journal. Okay, started or made. Dragon Journal finished. Maybe I'll just make a note about each one because each one has its own story. Dragon Journal is finished. The cross stitch. Okay. So we have 4 so far that are completely journaled in. 1 gifted that I'm working in. That's the Owl Journal. I was just thinking. Well, first of all, I need to take my tea bag out of my tea. What was the other journal I was gifted? Okay. Like I said, this will take a couple of days. Oh, the bifold. But that's not done. The fairy journal is not done. The bifold fairy journal is not finished. The Christmas journal that I was gifted, I haven't started that. And I got to go through some of these other ones. I know I'm looking that way and talking. I shouldn't do that. Have to go through some of the other journals too. Okay. That brings us to this pile on the floor right now. I want to finish painting my tree. And I did some more work over here. And I still have, and I'm down here actually too. I did a little bit here. I've got this little bit to go there. And just get this finished. And the inside of it's already done. I just have to put some pages in there. But yeah, it'll get there. It took me a long time to do the front. I'm loving it though. I absolutely love the front cover right now. Yes. I am so happy with it. I am. But now I have to whip the back of the cover into shape there. It takes a while. Yes, it takes me a while just to do one little corner. We're not in a rush here. I think Stinky wants to go out. Go on. Okay. Then I have the snail, the circle. All right. Not finished, not put together. Is the vintage sewing. I'll be adding more. Vintage sewing. Circle. And that tree one, the paint by number. It's actually a tree of life, I think they call it. Paint by number. And the snail. I'm looking around me. And the snail. All right, this is the start of my list. I'll make it neater. Definitely going to have to write this over. Not journaled in. And the love journal and the little mushroom journal both have things in them. I made them and I started them. The nutty journal is older. But the Possum Club Treehouse. That's like another one, right? Possum Club. Possum Club Treehouse. That must have been this year. Did I date anything in there? I'm sure I didn't. I'll look it up on the computer later, yes. I'm going to look some more of the journals up later. And I'm going to bring you in closer and show you a little bit of stitching that I did on the vintage sewing journal. And I don't know. I wanted to experiment with watercolors on the circle journal. Too much stuff on the table. And what's under the table here? Oh, next week is December. Yes, priority. Teapot journal. Teapot journal is priority. New list. Priority. 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 Teapot. Yes. I need to do that this week. Teapot or teacup or whatever I'm going to make it. Teapot journal's got to get done by December 1st. No stress. No stress. No stress. Okay. I'm just getting my brain organized here. It's the end of the year. I'm just thinking about what I've accomplished. I love to look back at my shelf and see all my beautiful journals lined up there. Oh, I made the Wicked Journal and it's being journaled in. The Wicked Journal. Wicked Trashy. I made the Wicked Trashy. Oh, I worked on that laptop, but I don't know if I started the Big Cheerios one with the different things that fold out. I'd have to look back and see when I started that, if this was this year or last year. I know I've worked on it this year, but I don't remember when I started it. Okay, so we're going to have a couple of different lists. I'm going to get it all organized in my mind. I'm going to put it in the Howard Journal. And even though I'm not going to do the teapot right now, I want to show you a few things. My phone is ringing. Okay. Why don't you all come on along? Okay, I've got my list. I got my list right here. I'm going to reorganize them. I just made these really quick. Things I have to check on. Remember my priority. I know I'm saying everything over and over. I'm sorry, but I'm getting it into my mind. All right, let me start with this one. I did a little work on my paint by number. This is a canvas paint by number. And this is basically what it looked like for a long time. Like over here, you can see the little numbers in there. And I started working on it to sort of make it look like this. I love these colors here. And I finished these little birds here. And then somebody suggested I put a little possum up here. So I put a little possum hanging in the tree. This shape was already there. I just turned it into the possum. And I did a little work in the center, just showing you close up now. I know I showed you before. And I did a little work on this bird over here, but I've got a lot to do yet. In these areas, a lot to do, a lot to do. But the front's looking really good. The front's looking really good. Okay, so that's one thing, but I got to do my teapot first. But I want to show you, I did some sewing in the car. Yes, I'm working on this in the car. I finished the dragon cross stitch, 99% done in the car. And now I'm working on this in the car. I embroidered this whole butterfly while riding in the car. I did the back stitch and the French knots, and I'm teaching myself the satin stitch. The first couple satin stitches are kind of bulky. I was putting the threads too close together. And by the time I got down to these maroon ones, I was doing a better job. A little smoother, like I like that one right there. So that side came out pretty good. And this is the Dollar Tree embroidery patch. And then I put the rabbit on the back. That's just a thread. I cut off the square and I sewed that on and I started embroidering the rabbit, all done in the car. So all this stitching and all this stitching and all this stitching and all that stitching, all done in the car. Plus, I sewed on a yo-yo, put a little wooden button there, and I added some pink thread to this. This was sewn on with green over here, but I added the pink thread there. So it's still coming along. There's a few more things I want to do to it before, I get it all ready to turn it into a cover. So this will go under. You can see the back. There's the butterfly, there's the bunny. So this will get folded on the inside parts, right? Oh, and there's some stitching I need to do on the inside parts. But this is basically what the cover is going to look like. I want to put some gold thread here and some yellow French knots. And I might put a couple of little buttons here and there. Fill in some of this space around with a few different things. I'll see what I have. And then, let's see, how much is this? I've got this going to be the spine like that. I'm going to put some beads on here, maybe some buttons and beads. And I've got to finish embroidering this. But it's coming along after sitting around for quite a while. Those two covers are finally coming along. And then I started Wilson, my snail journal. And I'm going to leave him out as a crumb. I'm not going to get to it tonight. I was hoping I might. But I don't think I am. Let's see. All right, so this, all right, these are the pages for the journal here. There's a roofing brochure. And this is the cover, which I'm going to reinforce with something. I already did a lot of sewing on here. This is the shell. And then the snail part will be over here. Wilson the Snail Journal. This needs a bit of work. Yes, I have ideas for this. And that's why it's not done yet, because I have ideas for that and how I want that done. So that's 3 right there. The snail, the paint by number, and the vintage sewing. 3 of them right there. And then I got this one, which I want to do a little painting on, a little experimenting. And I had a phone call, so it's late now. So maybe tomorrow. This journal is put together. Here's the spine. And I have the pages cut. They need to be put together. But I want to experiment with some paint on here. And I want to finish up my mermaid. And this is what got me into the whole making the list, because it's like a few more pages and this is done. And how many journals did I finish this year? Yes. And how many did I start journaling in, or did I make and finish this year? Or that I started before making and now I finished it, and and journals that were gifted to me and now I'm journaling in them. And yes, one that I need to finish up, and my priority right here. Okay, I have 2 priorities. I think I have things that I want to do. I have things that I want to do to make my heart happy, like paint. Yes. Paint and sew. And then I have some priorities. Priorities will also make my heart happy, yes. Like my teapot journal. And so, yeah, lots to do. And then we'll be doing some December journaling. Maybe I'm finishing some of these things on the side too. I know, sounds like a lot. Probably is. Yes, so trying to keep the brain organized, yes. I'm going to rewrite my notes. Let's see how long it takes for me to get these notes put into the Howard journal, and how long it's going to actually take me to finish this journal up, get the teapot journal put together. It's going to be a very simple, small journal. It only needs to be like 25 pages long, simple cover, simple pages. Yes, it's just going to be about journaling about tea. And my other advent calendar thing that I'm going to do for festive December, I think it's going to go into a journal that I already have. One that's already made. And yes, I have so many ideas. Yes, I do. Yes, it's good never to be bored, right? It's just, I don't have a mess. Somebody said this once, my studio's not a mess. No, ideas laying around everywhere. And that describes me perfectly. Thanks for coming along today and happy junk journaling. Bye bye.